It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Greetings and welcome to 2K Sports. I rarely say greetings, but I just did. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, alongside Kenny and Shaq. Tip-off coming up shortly from Oracle Arena as the Golden State Warriors will be going up against the Toronto Raptors. For Toronto, they may have some challenges, but this is a game they have had circled on the calendar and want to deliver the top-notch performance they know they can. And with Golden State's leisurely stroll through the regular season last year being so much better than pretty much everybody else, how likely is it that they'll be able to keep this level of play up? Are we looking at a potential dynasty?
Well, they need to have the core team back to have a dynasty. You know, obviously the Splash Brothers, and then you're talking about Draymond. You keep that core together and you keep adding parts to it. Keep adding parts to it. Keep adding parts to it.
Until you can't add any more parts.
And then you're going to be okay, and then you have a dynasty. You look at what the Spurs have done with Tim Duncan and put Parker and Ginobili. They just added parts to it. Added parts to it.
Well, to add on to what Kenny is saying, the only thing they lack is really a really truly dominant big man. But I don't think that's necessary to have a dynasty, especially these days, because I buy all the big people off.
Wouldn't that be an amazing mix if they had a dominant big man to go with that bunch?
Yes, indeedy.
That was well added, Ernie.
Time now for tip-off. Kevin Harlan has the call, and we will see you at a later date.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. The fans are making noise here inside the Oracle Arena for their Warriors. And what a matchup we have between the guards here tonight. Smitty, as a guard yourself, did you ever try to one-up your assignment over the course of a game?
Yeah, you do. Sometimes you start listening and saying, hey, they had this guy ranked at my position a little bit higher, so you went at him. But then the ultimate for me at my position back then was Michael Jordan. But I had to go through Joe Dumars, Sprewell, Mitch Richmond, that two-guard position.
So many good
Clyde
players.
Drexler, it was unbelievable. Allen Houston, the list can go on and on and on.
Every night.
Every night.
There was never a night off.
No way.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. The explosive pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the backcourt. Jared Sullinger is out there with DeMar Carroll. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, roaming the paint. The layup missed.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Bucket is good.
Now he's one of the best of the business is scoring inside the paint. That is dangerous.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Stolen by Durant. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. It's on Jared Sullinger. Well, Draymond Green gained a lot of notoriety last season for some questionable plays in the playoffs. Most notably, Steve, was the kick to Steven Adams. Gained a lot of people cheering against him after that play.
Well, Draymond is one of those guys. He doesn't really care about what other teams' fans like him or not. He's all about the Warriors. And he's acknowledged it was wrong. He hurt his team. But now he has to come back after suspension and play well.
Now here's Carroll. Valanciunas passes to Carroll.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Golden State has come out of the gates quickly. 4-point game. Left side, Curry. Passes it to Thompson. And that one is off. And Toronto will come the other way. Poked loose. It's stolen by Curry. All alone. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
You can see why he loves to play in transition. You give Durant a head of steam, there's no stopping him.
So it's Toronto now. Carroll, no one around him. No good with the triple.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Outside Curry. From outside, off the mark. They get a hand on it. The Raptors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Lowry. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's a grown man's basket right there by Kyle Lowry. He is so good at getting dirty down inside.
Curry against Lowry. Curry's shot is good.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Yeah, great job getting to the bucket and not letting the defense bother him one bit.
Now here's Lowry. Sullinger with the ball. Now Green defending. Sullinger with the bucket.
Nice look there from Kyle Lowry, the Villanova Wildcat.
Warriors leading by 4. We'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey. What's the news, David?
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. We'll see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. The one thing we know about Lowry, he isn't afraid of the big moment, for better or for worse. And Steve, when there is a game-deciding possession, he makes sure to either take the shot or certainly be active in the play.
What you love about Kyle Lowry is that he has a short memory. A bad play or missed shot does not deter him. He comes right back figuring he can make the next play, and he makes a lot of big shots for his team.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. And then for Toronto, Patterson comes in for Sullinger. And it's Joseph in for Damari Carroll. David West, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pirtle, he's checked in for the Raptors. Lowry dishes to Patterson. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Green. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Shoots. Patterson can't get it to go.
And with the defense disrespecting him there, that's a shot he needs to make.
Kept alive. Curry kicks it to West. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And that's how we play the game. Bring it in, let's go.
By winning 24 straight. That was the longest streak to start a season in the history of major North American sports.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Ian Clark comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Terrence Ross is checked in for Toronto. Norman Powell comes in for Kyle Lowry. Now here's Joseph. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And you add in the wins to close the 2015 season, the Warriors had won 28 consecutive regular season games.
They were closing in on the Lakers' all-time record of 33 straight, set back in 71 and 72. One of the few records that eluded them. They took that hard start as motivation to go for 73.
And the second free throw, good. Well, we all know that Iguodala does more than what shows up in the box score. But you can't overstate how important that is to a team. Executes all the little plays, Steve. You know things you need, and then it shows up in big moments.
You know, Andre Iguodala is one of those players. Whatever you need, you said it best. But clutch plays down the stretch, and he's also one of those guys that you love to have in the locker room for other guys to learn from. He keeps things very jovial and light for his team. But he's a guy that, when it's time to play, the prankster in him goes away when he gets on the court.
Now, here's Joseph. Guarded closely. He gets stolen by Livingston. For the finish, the coast-to-coast dunk.
Fantastic effort from Sean Livingston on the defensive end. Hands active, coming away with a steal, and finishing at the rim.
The pass to Ross. Knocked away. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Here's Patterson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. West with the steal. Green kicks to Livingston. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Livingston is a very reliable free throw shooter, coming in with a career average of almost 80%.
The Warriors have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And the Raptors with a die-hard fan base. The fan support only getting stronger as they've become a consistent factor in the Eastern Conference.
This team is unique in the NBA. They represent the entire nation of Canada. Toronto is the league's 5th largest market. A lot of fans from far and wide tuning in and rooting them on.
Warriors leading by 13. Here's Iguodala. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Now, here's Joseph. He's covered by Livingston. And Joseph kicks to Pirtle. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And the soft hands of Pirtle on display there. Just has such a nice stroke from the mid-range.
Clark. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Warriors lead by 13. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And power forward Patrick Patterson, getting better every season. He said that his college career at Kentucky really helped prepare him for his life as a pro.
I think my 3 years at Kentucky, caused what I am now, as far as being a sound player, a guy who's not all about himself, who puts his team first and who works hard and who doesn't talk back, who doesn't do the negative things. He's a team player, he's a team guy, and he works hard.
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
And the kind of guy who his teammates love, because they know he's always going to have their back, always going to work hard, and always going to bring it.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
And that's exactly how you want to start this one off. They open this one up with a real bang.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Iguodala out there with Durant, and it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's Lowry after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Valanciunas sets a screen for Lowry. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Steve, you played in your 14-year career mainly at that shooting guard. Great size. The position at 6'7". Is size still the same advantage that it once was in your day?
I think so, if you're skilled. And I'll tell you a quick story, Kevin. I started off as a point guard. Everybody wanted to be Magic Johnson, then moved to the two guard. I know it was time to retire when my last year they had me playing the five. I said, that's it. It's time to go. Just for a couple games.
Yeah. What did you feel your best position was?
I thought at two guard position. At first I thought it was point guard.
You were an all-star at the two guard.
Yes. Coming in as that point guard. Offensively I was okay. But Kevin, defensively, trying to check those little point guards.
Tough.
Woo, I was struggling.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, we know our old friend Steve Kerr was new to coaching when he took the reins of the Warriors, but he'd mentored under the greats. He said that Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich both had an almost scary amount of presence. As for Steve, he said, I'm very laid back. I believe in the calm presence of a coach more so than the ranting and raving and screaming and yelling. I guess that's what he says to the referees anyway, guys.
Cool under pressure, but D.A., he's as competitive as they come. Thank you. Ball's knocked loose. Curry with the steal. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Thompson is lightning quick in the open floor. Terrific at running the court from end to end.
For Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Iguodala against DeRozan. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
that's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Warriors leading by 22. To the left side wing. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Pulls it from 20, and the jumper is good. Lowry's got 5 points so far.
You saw the quickness of Lowry there, how he can stop on a dime and go up for the shot.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Durant in the corner. The screen from Thompson. Goes up off. Whoa!
Good.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
Anytime you get an opportunity to show off a little bit, you have to take it.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Well, you don't think dead-eye shooter, Steve, when you think of Kyle Lowry. That's exactly what he has been at that point guard position for most of his career. Very good shot from distance, and he can stretch out the D.
Ever since his days in Houston, Lowry has been working to improve his 3-ball. He's been taking over 5 a game for the last few seasons and hitting them at a great clip. Adding the 3-ball is what's taken him from being a starter on a team to an all-star in this league.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And some changes here for the Warriors. David West, he's checked in for Iguodala. Ian Clark comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. A new group in now for the Raptors. Pirtle, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Jared Sullinger. Terrence Ross is checked in for Damari Carroll. And Norman Powell subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Tipped away. The Warriors, another fast break opportunity here. Livingston with it. Lowry picks him up. The shot's good. 6 points for David West.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Powell kicks to Patterson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on David West.
Just a solid player, Patrick Patterson. Comes off the bench, but he also can play starters minutes. Slightly undersized, but finds a way to get it done.
The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. And with Patterson, the Kentucky product, he's very comfortable both inside and outside on the offensive end.
Yes, also as a starter coming off the bench, but I think he's more effective coming off the bench. He brings instant offense for his team.
To the paint. David West grabs the miss. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. And Durant, here we go. And it's good for 2.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Poked away, and that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. Out to the right wing. Here's Patterson.
Oof. Ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue. And guarding Pirtle is never easy. He's got so many moves and ways to get defenders to be overly physical with him.
And Jakob Pirtle enters the NBA after 2 seasons at the University of Utah. Last season, he won the Pac-12 Player of the Year, as well as awards for the best center and low post player in college basketball.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to play in Europe instead, but he thought the college route.
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up. Start it.
From year 1 to year 2.
And the Raptors making a change here. Joseph's checked in. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Ross. He feeds it to Pirtle. It's stolen by West. Durant, the pass to Livingston. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
You know, it's been a combination of their efforts at both ends of the court. They have played a truly complete basketball game.
Now, here's Joseph. Clock is at 3. Back to Powell. The alley-oop. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Clark kicks to Durant for 3. That one, no good. The Raptors have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Golden State's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And it's good assisting on the play with Livingston. 14 points for Kevin Durant.
What a play. Durant attacking and finishing with the defender draped all over him.
Toronto shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And so he hits both. Green with the ball. No good on that last second attempt there. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Warriors ahead, running away with this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Coach, it's early in the season, so what can you say about how things are going chemistry-wise so far?
I love our guys. We have a great group of young men that are competing hard, and it feels good because I know our guys are totally engaged and focused and giving us what they have.
Dwayne, thanks a lot. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, friends and neighbors. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
What a true demonstration of dominance. They made a commitment to owning the glass, and they made good on it. Blocking out, competing hard in traffic, that's the way you should play on both ends of the court.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
The first thing to say is, what's up with the turnovers? Jeez. You can live with some missed shots and stuff like that, but you can't keep turning the ball over. It's crushing for a team. It just saps all your confidence when you play a half like that, Ernie. Ugh.
That concludes our halftime presentation. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
He knew he could have his way with this team, and so far, he's dominated them.
Raptors shooting around 41% on the night. And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Lowry and DeRozan, the core of this team at the guard spots. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Carroll in at the small forward. Raptors last season introducing a new logo, new jerseys, revamped colors to go with their new motto, We the North. And they seem to have captured, Steve, the spirit of this fan base.
Yeah, I think some teams like the Brooklyn Nets, they put Brooklyn across the front of all their jerseys, home or away. The Raptors, they like to keep that on the front of their jersey. They want to represent not just Toronto, but the whole country.
Fans showing some terrific range. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Stephen Curry's release is beautiful.
Outside Lowry. That's tipped. It's stolen by Curry. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Thompson dishes to Pachulia. Golden State moving it around. They double-team Curry. Fires the three. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Lowry. Tipped away. Curry with the steal. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. And Curry with the stuff.
Stephen Curry all over his man. Gets the steal, and then he converts on the offensive end.
Lowry against Curry. DeRozan passes to Valanciunas. That one falls. Lowry's got 7 points.
He has been one of the only positive things for his team. Everyone else is struggling.
Curry outside. Good work defensively by Lowry. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. DeRozan. And it's off from three-point range. Green inside. Sellinger's there. The shot, no good. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Green with the block.
Green really puts forth a ton of effort on the defensive side. Always a shot-blocking threat.
Curry kicks to Durant. Thompson outside. And then Durant with the dunk.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Well, we see a lot of teams try to limit their players' minutes now, but Steve, which players are so well-conditioned, it seems they never get tired. They're just constantly going in perpetual motion.
I'm sorry, Kevin. LeBron James,
Yeah.
I mean, he plays so many minutes. Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry. I mean, he does come out sometime, but it doesn't look like he's tired. So many different guys. Jimmy Butler plays so many minutes. Back in the day, even though he's still playing now, Luol Deng played high minutes for the Chicago Bulls.
Paul Millsap plays a lot of minutes in Atlanta. Yeah, there are a lot around the league, there's no doubt. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Golden State. The Raptors also with a sub. Joseph's checked in, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Patterson, he's checked in for the Raptors. Here's Lowry. He has 7. Dishes it to Patterson. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. David West, he's checked in for Draymond Green. And the Raptors also making a change. Powell, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Off the screen. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
Outstanding work from Iggy. So skilled in finishing off the drive.
Toronto, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. To the middle, here's Sullinger. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Sullinger's got 8.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The Warriors have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. Then for the Raptors, Pirtle, he's checked in for Sullinger. And it's Ross in for DeMar DeRozan. Knocked loose. Here's Livingston, and that one is hammered home.
Beautiful play by Sean Livingston. Been able to probe, get inside on the defense, and finish with a slam.
The Raptors have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Now here's Powell, guarded closely. Patterson, the screen, tries a 3. Powell, that's good.
Dwayne Casey's one of those guys. Watching him coaching his Raptors, he has passion on the sideline. He works extremely hard. He's such a competitor, pacing up and down the sideline. Dwayne Casey is a hard worker.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
It's stolen by Curry. There's the triple. The putback, West. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Knocks it loose. And Curry, here we go.
The creativity of Stephen Curry is on full display right there.
There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now here's Powell. Ross kicks to Pirtle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The feed to Joseph to stop the run. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. West has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The Warriors have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
The charity stripe is far from the strongest part of Iggy's game, but he will hit him in crunch time.
Toronto, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. To the paint. Here's Ross. And Ross with the slam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Clark kicks to Iguodala. Thompson for the triple. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Warriors on top, running away with it. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
They're playing harder, they're cutting harder, they're running harder, they're playing defense on us harder down here. We're kind of tiptoeing on our cuts. We got to up our level.
And Dwayne Casey imploring his guys to put forth a greater effort, feels they're getting out hustled.
That's right. I mean, the one thing coaches cannot stand is a lack of energy. Expect these guys to ramp it up from an intensity standpoint.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Livingston is out there with Ian Clark. Then there's Anderson Varejao. Then there's Iguodala. And it's McAdoo in at the 4 slot. That's the Warriors 5.
Clearly a mental lapse at an inopportune time.
Well, I don't care if you're up 50, down 50. There's no excuse for a mistake like that.
Here's Clark. Back to Livingston. Golden State moving the ball around. Iguodala, no good. Toronto with the ball. Wright dishes to Ross. And again, it's Toronto converting.
That's the shot he loves to take when he's given room. The defense has to know better.
Livingston with it. Right on him. Ross with the steal. Fires from deep. Kept alive. The Warriors shooting so well, 63%, the offense working as one cohesive unit.
Iggy just using his tremendous athleticism there.
Iguodala has gone 4 of 6 from the floor here tonight. And Wright kicks to Nogueira. Ross, that's good.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Now the dish to Clark. Pass to Iguodala. It's good.
Just an exceptional job by Iggy, imposing his will down inside with his strong frame.
And here is Wright. Ross on the wing. Tries it from 19. Warriors with the rebound.
When you're that wide open from a very makeable distance, you have to come away with points.
And stolen by Wright. 16 feet away. Here's Nogueira. It's tipped, and he gets it back. And the first one drops. And the Warriors making a change here. Durant's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Carroll's checked in. Steve, I still remember when you went to Atlanta in that trade from Miami. Pretty much everyone agreed it was a heist. It was a steal for the Hawks. Do you think we see less lopsided trades these days?
Yeah, we do, Kevin. Reason why, because of the salary cap. You're trying to match money and money together. And I think right now, Kevin, you're starting to see, because of the contract situations, you want value for value. So they're not as lopsided as they used to be.
Durant hits them both. One of the most impactful free agent moves in league history, certainly Kevin Durant. Greg signing with the Golden State Warriors.
It sent shockwaves through the league. I mean, we've heard of teams with 3 All-Stars before, but, you know, the Warriors now have 4. And when you look at Curry, Thompson, Durant, and Green, you could argue that each of them are the best at their respective position in the NBA. Boy, that is scary for the opposition.
Here's Carroll following the score by Jakob Poeltl. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. And that one falls for Carroll.
DeMarre Carroll, the Alabama product, pretty much a specialist when he started talking about a guy on the defensive end. Now you have to add to his repertoire a guy that can knock down the 3-ball.
Now here's Durant. He kicks it to Varejao. Back to Durant. Six on the shot clock. And Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Carroll is a prototypical 3 and D player. Shoots just under 40% most years from deep, and you cannot ignore his defense.
No, not at all. He's one of the best in the business on the ball and off the ball. He uses his length and his quickness to be able to guard those terrific wing players. And this team is ahead largely because of his accuracy from the floor tonight.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Livingston, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
And so here's Toronto. The Warriors making the shot. Caboclo kicks to right. He dishes it to Nogueira. Feeds to Poeltl. Got a hand on it. Here's Durant. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
With his size and touch, Durant has all the tools to hurt you around the rim.
Got that one up quick.
Not a high percentage look, but the defense gave him just enough space, and he buried it.
Over to the left wing. Lets it go with a 3. No good from Clark. The Raptors have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Caboclo off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And McAdoo kicks to Varejao. And Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Kevin Durant.
There was some vitality to his game tonight. No let up at either end of the floor, totally relentless, and that effort was contagious. It's what inspired them to this win here.
Here's Wright. The Warriors making the shot. And there's the call on Durant. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. David West, he's checked in for McAdoo. .44 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Kicks it to Varejao. Passes to West. Varejao dishes to Durant. It doesn't go for him. And Toronto will come the other way. And Joseph kicks to Carroll. Back to Joseph. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
You're right. They're not going quietly. They're going to keep battling to the very end, no matter what the score is.
The pass to Varejao. Clark dishes to Durant. Puts it up. Off on that one. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant. He shot the ball with no fear in the second quarter, racked up a ton of points, and that scoring impact seemed to carry them the rest of the way.
What a huge lift he got from the crowd tonight. There's nothing those fans love more than seeing this guy get hot. And he was so hot, I got to get up right now, Ernie. My seat is hot. Oh.
He executed the game plan as a scorer. It was by design that the team was going to try to get him good shots, but it was going to be up to him to make those shots. But I don't think anyone thought he'd make them at that high level of efficiency.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.